Los representantes de la Maderos, Escuela Maderos,
good evening. My name is Virginia Kogan, and I come to you as a teacher who has been at Madero for 13 years. I'm going to be very brief because this is about the children, and I want you to be able to hear from them about their experiences at the school. We are a neighborhood school that offers choice. I know that choice is something that the Board of Education keeps talking about. We have an international baccalaureate program. We have a military academy. We also have a general education program. Yes, we are a level 2 school, but it is no doubt that we are almost a level 1 school. Madero has made me an educator who has made me better. I am more than just a teacher to these students. I feel as though I am their parent. Anyone who walks into my room from the network, whether it be Nate, whether it be Dr. Drake, knows I put my heart into it every single day, as do all of the other teachers at Madero. And most importantly, it is for them. That is why we try every single day. Now I'm going to share my time with my students while I'm up here on the stage, because this is a lesson in progress right now, something that they are learning right now, that they have to stand up for their rights, because if they don't, something could be taken away.
I'm 13 and I'm in 7th grade. Today I would like to say a few words regarding our school. My school is a very caring and safe place. It is run by some of the most caring and sweetest people you could ever meet. I remember once I was in the cold, it was a cold frigid afternoon after school, and I was after ROTC, waiting my mother's rebel, and it was a very cold frigid day. I was not well covered up. Our school engineer ground open and school and to lend me warmth. He let me inside, and that's when I thought he could have just let me outside the way. When instead he was kind enough to let me in. I know it may not seem much to you, but it mattered to me. Many of you most likely have felt the kindness of others, so you should know how it feels. And if you take away the school from me, you're taking the kindness that runs through our school. We also have an ROTC program in which I am enrolled in. I have to say, working, sweating, and crying in it is all worth the result. Our program has been successful in 2 citywide events, and we have achieved rewards in places. In the drill competition, we have won 3rd place, and in the sports challenge, we have won 1st place. Our school is very proud to win both. We shed so many tears at the sports challenge. Seeing my group win was a gratifying moment. We may be a poor school, but we are a great school. The part I remember most is seeing my instructor break into tears. It was so much he cried. He was proud. But there was also my home away from home. If you take this building in which I hold my happiness and memories, you're taking away my home. But there was where my friends and I have accomplished and shared so much. Just lose. When you think of Madero, think of me and how I care and cherish there. Madero is a place where I can share what I feel, I can share what I think. I remember when I presented my journal, I started to bawl out in tears and nobody laughed. Instead, they lent me a tissue and applauded my entry. I am very comfortable and happy at my school. It isn't my choice of what to do with my school, but I hope my speech can change his mind.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marco Reyes, and I attend Middle School. Like my classmate said, there's many memories in Madero that I hold. But if he goes on my school and shove me into another school, I'm pretty sure I'm going to give up. I'm going to give up on myself. I'm going to give up on myself and I'm going to drop out. So you can have a and close down my school, I don't think that's really fair. That's not fair.
Hello everyone, my name is Arturo Velasquez, and our school should be closed just because we're a small school and we're not overcrowded like many other schools. We work hard like everybody else. We do things that people can't do in the streets, and we're kept in the streets, not in the streets like many people in other schools are. We have a program called ROTC that we stay in school until 6 o'clock at night, just working, just keeping us out of the streets, taking away our influence or violence. People should just play as they want and learn how to stay here. We have after-school programs that teach people how to do many things. We have music production, we have dancing, we have basketball teams, soccer teams. We have programs that most schools can't achieve. Most of us can't even do the things that we can do today. When I'm a girl, I wouldn't be the person I am right now. Many other students in my school wouldn't think the same thing, would think the same thing too.
And I'm from Madero Middle School and I'm in the ROTC program. I just want to say that if you close down the school, you're closing down a lot of futures. If you close down the school, you're going to be stopping doctors from wanting to become doctors. You don't know what the future holds. Do you think that we're going to want to continue going to school? They give up on us or we're going to give up on ourselves. Just like Marco said, our parents were here working hard. All these years have gone by. They want us to have a really good future. They've worked their butts off just for us. Yeah, we're here complaining because they're going to close down our schools. How is that even an option? Closing down our schools is closing down the future. You don't know what the future is for anyone else. Many people in our school is not a very good influence. We have many bad influences. Yet we decided to enroll in the ROTC program. One of our teachers, many of our teachers, stay after school just to teach us when we don't get a lesson. Yet they waste their own time and get no money. They just do it for free. And we're there taking them, and yet they're going to fire them? What is that any good of? That's just our living going to waste. So I just really want you to think about if closing the schools is a very good idea. Game making is going to go up. You guys are going to have to pay much more money for the cops.
También soy parte de la organización de Enlace y represento también a la comunidad. Soy padre y madre voluntaria en la escuela. Represento también al concilio de la Madero, igual que también los padres que están aquí presentes. Y les doy las gracias a todos por estar aquí para luchar que no se cierren nuestras escuelas. Tenemos un programa para los padres, tenemos el programa de ID, tenemos el programa de ROTC. Entonces creo que es una importancia para que los estudiantes no estén fuera de las calles. Tantos crímenes ahorita en la calle que hemos tenido, estudiantes que por cualquier cosa les tiran balazos. Eso no es justo y que nos cierren las escuelas. Si nos cierra la escuela Madero, ¿a dónde vamos a ir? ¿A dónde? Entonces se supone que nosotros tenemos ahorita aquí, estamos representando y queremos que no nos cierren nuestras escuelas por nuestros hijos, por la educación de nuestros hijos y que pongan más seguridad en nuestras escuelas y en nuestras calles.
Our comment representante de McCormick, y Orozco. Y nuestro Ortiz Cervantes, if you can come over here this way, the Ortiz Cervantes and Orozco first.
Aquí como representante de maestros. Yo fui producto de la Orozco. ¡No! La pasión que nuestros maestros tienen para nuestros niños que vienen a la Orozco. Nosotros somos la escuela que somos de dos escuelas. Y voy a decir esto también en inglés. I represent the teachers and the parents from Orozco. I was a product of Orozco. That's why we are here. We are here to stop this. Orozco is the only school on the south side of the city of Chicago that serves the Spanish language bilingual gifted students. Where are you going to send our gifted students? Historically, Orozco has been one of the best performing schools in the Chicago area and in the Pilsen Little Village. Orozco has been on the 11-1 for the past years. According to the last NWEA testing of 2013 results, the passion shows, the school shows an upward trend. Orozco was the first school in the community to adopt a uniform policy. In partnership with the Alivio Medical Center, Orozco provides health care for all our students and for our parents. Orozco offers a well-rounded education. Orozco is one of the highest rate of parental and community involvement. That means that we need parents. The school culture and climate that has been developed at Orozco is the school of a high academic and discipline and expectations for both all our teachers. Thank you very much for being here.
Soy la presidenta del Consejo Escolar Local, soy miembro activo de la Academia de Padres de Liderazgo y de la María del Metro Chicago. Orozco es la culminación de un sueño perseguido y alcanzado por varias generaciones de niños, padres, maestros y miembros de la comunidad. Orozco tiene la visión de ser una fuente inagotable de personas que creen y luchan por un presente y un futuro hacia la excelencia. De esos niños, los cuales más adelante serán individuos aptos para enriquecer en diversas formas a nuestras comunidades. Y como muestra, además de lo que ya he mencionado la profesora, queremos solo resaltar algunas de las muchas cosas que hace nuestra escuela, un tesoro en nuestra comunidad. Orozco es la única escuela con un programa para estudiantes sobresalientes en para apoyar y enriquecer a los estudiantes en diferentes áreas y ámbitos de su vida. Orozco cuenta con la participación de más de 30 organizaciones de nuestra comunidad y cuenta con más de 40 programas de cobertura. Orozco tiene una cultura y un clima bien desarrollado para alcanzar altas expectativas académicas, así como disciplinar a los niños para que tengan un ambiente seguro. Y Orozco está a la vanguardia en tecnología. La escuela cuenta con iPads para maestros, computadoras, smartboards y estamos en proceso para llevar toda la mentira. Y aunque aparentemente tenemos salones subutilizados, esto es mentira. Por último, queremos recalcar que en los bosques se siembra la semilla de la honestidad, el respeto, el pensamiento crítico y creativo. Orozco es un legado histórico para toda la comunidad latina.
My name is Robert Redmond, and I have worked in this area, this community, for 21 years. I work as an office, a mentor, a friend. I have been out there and I am shocked. I cannot believe I'm standing in front of these guys after 21 years to have to tell them what we're doing out here in this area. They should know already. They've been here, and now we have to tell them all over again what we're doing. Every single one of us. The Roscoe Academy is a very special place. It gives students an amazing opportunity to grow as a person with extensive after-school programs. Over the past 21 years working in Roscoe, I've watched our school grow from only 8 basic programs with only a few students to over now 40 programs reaching more than 400 students. And this did not happen by chance. This did it. Each and every teacher of the school has worked tirelessly to secure funding for grants to make this happen. The Roscoe Academy was selected as one of 5 schools in all of Illinois to receive funding for what's known as Elevate. We receive this funding from the after-school All-Star program. We partner with people all over the Mexican Biology Museum to make the Challenge program, a Olympic Medical Center, the Chicago Bulls, to run programming at our school. We did that to get money we're not getting. They gave us $100,000 to build a fitness facility in our school, and that says a lot. We take this money that we're not giving to other people to come on board for academic achievement, for intervention, for tutoring. We offer programs like dance, with folkloric and Irish, visual arts. The Joffrey Ballet wants to work with us, computer animation, volleyball, basketball, soccer. You know that we have those, but there's still more. Hot sports training, 5K races, tumbling, technology, 2 different platforms, iPads, lots of different things. All of you have to keep up this fight. These schools must stay open, every single one of them. ¿Dónde están los representantes de la FIFA?
Hello everybody. My name is Marta Castro, and I'm the president of the other side of my school. And we're here to support all the schools. I know everybody has said, I think, more than you know, we're just so emotional right now. I have a question, and I know somebody here can answer it. Are other schools being targeted to close to make way for more charter schools in our network? And from the new school side? And anybody here answer that question? We need an answer, please. Who's going to answer the question?
Our CEO of the academic has stated that any facilities that are taken offline during this process issue will not be delivered to a charter school or a Christian restaurant.
Le acabo de preguntar para las personas que
travese la ciudad. Y si es así, ¿quién pagará la transportación de ida y de regreso de los nuevos sitios escolares? No tenemos una respuesta clara. No hay respuesta clara.
My name is Elaine Madchik, and I've been a community member for 60 years, and I've been a volunteer at this school for 25 years. My question is, if you close our schools in our Pilsen little village neighborhoods, what resources will you put in place for so no further violence occurs, which could occur if the schools are closed and students from our neighborhoods have to enter different neighborhoods and different gang territories. Our children entered other areas and there was gang violence started up because of them entering a different gang territory. So I don't want to see this happening. Thank you.
My name is Alexis Gonzalez, the CTU delegate for Pickard School, and I just want to start by saying I think it's appalling that there's parents out there. This is the only community meeting that we have to have. We go to students, facilities, and they're not allowing them to have a great circle. They hear what's going on. The only other meeting we're going to have is after they decide which schools will be closed. That shows you how much they care about our community. That shows you how much that they care. I don't care about the time off. I'll say everything I need to say. I don't care. At all in Chicago, because it's very clear to me, it's very clear to people that have gone through in the past 10 years and seen these schools closing, that they are not effective. You have not come up with other solutions. You have not put the minds of all these million-dollar people, big board members, all the people you hire as consultants to find solutions to create revenue. We have our individual schools. We have teachers. We find ways to fund our own classrooms with the resources. And the only way to balance your budget, a budget that only twice funded in the past since 2005 has actually ended up with a deficit. The other years it has always ended up with a small surplus. But the problem is that if we have a surplus in the public schools, that means there are schools that are not receiving resources. This is the example, and I hope you guys address that problem.
My name is Ivan. I'm a security guard from Pickard School. I'm not good as a speaker, but I'm tired of this bullshit. Stop reading that bullshit. 6 years in the Marines, 14 years as a fire inspector. Heard the politics, go feel the bullshit. Feel the bullshit. People deserve it. I know people from higher top. They support me. I'm sick and tired of it. I got kids in Gopher. Don't disrespect them. Hear them out. I don't need a microphone to speak out loud so you can hear me. Intimidate you, something like that. This is the voice. This is the future. Listen to them. I don't want to say something, but I gotta say it, sir. This is a letter from the board saying that I was terminated. Our school needs security guards. I'm more than a security guard. I'm a mentor. I'm a dad. I'm a father. So, listen to them. Listen to the community. Why is my job cut? This is true.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
we have someone from Perez and Pilsen. If you could
My name is Miss Williams. I am a power parent from Pilsen. I am a parent of 5, which 2 have graduated from Pilsen. I have 2 more who love their school and their teachers as well. We teach our children that education is important. We, the parent, can't stress enough about how important it is. So when the kids hear that their schools is going to close, there goes hopes and dreams. It's deeper than that. Does that mean we have failed them? No. CPS has. I closing their schools. This is not a debate. This is a plea to say Rosa Parks fought to keep going to the back of the bus. Women fought to have the right to vote. Martin Luther King fought for civil rights. Civil rights are those rights which I consider to be unquestionable, deserved by all people under all circumstances, especially without regret of race, creed, color, or gender. Children have the right to have their school Pilsen not closed. When will CPS stop putting dollar signs before our children's education? Are we still fighting? Just 2 years ago, we had to fight to keep Pilsen from consolidating. Now we have a new principal. Her name is Miss Lewis. That deserves a chance. She deserves a chance to continue her hard work on turning Pilsen around. Barbara Bird Burnett, if you only could see inside children's eyes and see their souls, then you would know that closing schools are not the answer. Why not open boundaries?
Hi, my name is Robert Phillips. I'm a student of Pilsen. What is y'all doing? Y'all want to close our schools to turn it into drug houses. What else y'all doing about it? CPS, y'all need to stop. We, us as students at Pilsen, are trying our best to pull our grades up. Trying our best to move to level 3. What are y'all doing? Trying to close us back down. Thank you.
Hello there. I am a proud secretary of Pilsen School. I am also the chairperson for a local school counselor there. Okay, well, Pilsen, you have a new principal there, and when she brought into our school, we have a full-day kindergarten, ACL training, work, art, and literature program, music, Pilsen youth choir, beginning band, international music foundation like music and series, Boys and Girls Club of Chicago, Viola Middle School Science Initiative. We have a full-course soccer program, Adventist College Career Reading Preparation, after school meeting crochet club, Achieve 3000 and Read 180 literature program, an SES after school academic touring, a story bus museum on wheels, 6th grade Great American Reading Succeed, the new Pilsen Learning Academy. We are one. Didn't plan to speak, but I was sitting here and I just really couldn't let this moment pass to speak about the school that I love and the community I love. I'm a teacher at Adams Elementary School. My name is Ms. Riley, and I've been there for 8 years. And I just want to say that I love that school. I love the kids in the community. And I've been there for 8 years, and don't think it's a small thing to me when kids, and I've taught families and kids. Like some of the kids in my class are maybe the third or fourth or fifth kid in that family that has gone through me as a math teacher, and I would really hate to have the school closed down. It seems like it's underutilized, but I don't want to underestimate the importance of family and community and roots and how many kids come back and to see us and how would they feel if their school wasn't there. You know, it's like family and community and having roots is very, very important. And I also just want to add all the dedicated staff that we have, all these teachers that come in and day out, deal with all the, the children and all their issues, and the kids deal with us and all the things we're going through, and we learn from each other and love each other and help each other. And all the teachers that I taught, we're like a family. Even teachers that don't work there anymore, we're like a family. And it's really going to, I think, benefit our community. It's going to upset the balance. It's going to upset children. It's going to upset families. And finally, I just want to say that over the years, Patterson has shown quite a bit of growth. And we can look at the numbers and all that, but one thing that stood out to me was how much growth our upper grade made last year, and then the metrics will change, and we're thinking, oh, we're going to get off perfection, and then the numbers and things are changing. So it's talk about how you look at things, and I really want our school to stay over it. And finally, as it was said before, we do have a new principal, and I think she deserves a chance, and we deserve a chance to continue to grow and make gains and continue the type of school we're trying to build. Okay, but she just got there. It's not really fair to shut it down without seeing what she can do and what we can do. Okay? Y'all have a good year.
And Pilsen. Anyone from Brett? Pilsen, please, the representative from Pilsen.
Based on 87% agreement votes. We have consistently been level 1 school for years. This is the first year that we're at level 3. In reference to underutilized school, we have 2 buildings, the main building and an annex module. The annex, which was put in place by CPS for a temporary period of 3 to 5 years, now has passed 25. There is a great safety concern that it is not safe by a solid foundation. Given the maintenance of this structure is costly and widespread, our recommendation is Proposal 1. Tear down the annex module in an effort to accomplish the following school, community, and take advantage of the main building by relocating the students from the annex module to the main building, increasing students' learning time as students will not have to prepare to travel between buildings. Increase student safety as the result of students not traveling between the buildings and increasing security personnel to one building. Create a well-needed playground for students and community use. Maximize the benefit of the newly acquired garden grant from Midwest Generation. Enlarge the parking lot. Contribution to a district costing but not spending money to maintain a temporary older and annex module building. Proposal 2, keep the annex module and improve safety to accomplish the following school, community, and district goals. Provide quality, adequate space for additional Chicago public school students. New to the neighborhood and consideration or closing of the schools in our community, and to the student-centered around learning environment.
Good afternoon, my name is Miguel Salgado. I just want to talk about the post-secretary response to the Commission's recommendations. According to recommendations
recommendation to CPS, number 3 states, do not build underutilized schools that are in the process of adding grades. Our response to this is, we're still adding classes in our school. We were awarded the middle school grade. We used to be pre-K to 6 school. Now we have become pre-K to 8th grade school. Recommendation number 5 states, do not close schools that are underutilized and close to attrition. Our response to this is, our enrollment has increased since the beginning of the year by almost 9%. We were at 65% utilization, but the enrollment has increased by 42 students, which is almost 500 students total. Also, we're still adding to the middle school and are actively growing. With the added middle school students, we expect to reach 85% utilization. Another concern, it was indicated by CPS that we can have up to 750 students. Based on survey data collected, the maximum safety capacity totals 616 comfortably, and 760 at the absolute maximum. Based on this, we are questioning the validity of CPS stipulation that we can safely and productively accommodate 750 students. Unless we were crowded classrooms, which will hinder teaching, resulting in not only decreased test scores for students, but also decreased academic and social performance. Recommendation number 7, do not close schools that are on the rise. Our response to this is based on scores from the last 10 years. We're in fact at school on the rise. If our scores had not decreased the last year, we would be a level 1 school. These are our composite scores: 2001, 37, 2002, 42, 2003, 45, 2004, 53, 2005, 53, 2006,
and safety, we believe that Pilsen Community Academy should be excluded from potential school closing.
Anybody descended from Ruiz, Salcedo, Go ahead. Yeah.
educación.
The board is not asking us whether that school closing is a valid option. They're asking us which schools should they close. They want us to plan our own funeral. Are we going to let them do this? No! These are our schools. Our schools have been in our community. They've been anchored in our community for decades, for generations. Can the board say the same thing? No! The board is a constant revolving door, staying a couple of years, tearing down our schools, privatizing our schools, and making money off of our tears. The Board of Education, you guys might be here for a year or two, but we are here to stay and our schools are here to stay. La Junta de Educación no nos está preguntando si las cerradas de las escuelas es una opción válida. Está preguntando cuáles escuelas deben cerrar. Ellos quieren que nosotros planificamos nuestros ciudadanos. ¿Los vamos a dejar hacerlo? ¡No! Son nuestras escuelas, los principios de nuestra comunidad por generaciones. Puede decir lo mismo la Junta Educativa. La Junta es una puerta que da vueltas, que solo se queda un par de años, destruyendo nuestras escuelas, privatizando nuestras escuelas, sacando provecho a nuestro sufrimiento. La Junta va a estar aquí un año o dos, pero estamos aquí para quedarnos. Nuestras escuelas están aquí para quedarse. Let's test the idea that the Board of Education cares what we think. Let's take a vote. Okay, let's send a clear message to the mayor, Ron Manuel. Vamos a controlar que la Junta Educativa le importe lo que pensamos. Vamos a tomar un voto en este momento y mandar un mensaje claro al alcalde, Mayor Ron Manuel. Stand up if you are opposed to these destructive school closings.
And also Tepoztlán in Whitney.
The first thing I can say is someone who on the board planned this event, if they were my student, they could actually put something together that might have worked for the community. Alright, so, like my fellow Marine, I was in the military for 6 years as an infantryman on 2 deployments. I chose education to continue my service to communities. My first year in education, I was instantly hired and instantly fired in a turnaround. I am now facing the same exact threat of when I went into education. For years, CPS has been holding these little community events because they want to hear your opinion. Year after year, the communities say, we do not want to be turnaround, we do not want charters, we need air conditioning, we need small class sizes, we need typing programs, we need section. Every year, they ignore. How many of us here actually think they really care?
They don't care!
Year after year, and they are ignored.
Shut the hell up! Let them talk!
So, and they would actually, here's an idea for CPS. Hold a community forum where they say, hey, community members, what do you need? Hey, teachers, what do you need to succeed? Students, what do you want to see at your school?
then from Whitney, Walsh, Zapata, and the final is Whittier.
Hello, can you hear me? I'm going to look at them because I want them to understand me. For the community, for Pilsen. For Pilsen. The community Pilsen. My name is Araceli. I've been in Pilsen for 16 years. Araceli Gonzalez. For 16 years, I've been here. I'm here to let you know the harm that you're doing our school safety to our public. Kids are a reality. You're making kids cross borders. We understand that. If police officers cannot control them, how do you think that parents and teachers can control them? How many more kids have to die? Innocent kids have to die. For you to understand that our day, when police officers are ready to control them, and they are professionals and they're trained and they can't, how can we do it? You're coming straight, bathrooms, classes, and now you're saying they're over, they're under. You know, like they don't have enough room. My child is not going to take a class in the bathroom or in the closet. You don't know it. You don't know it in the bathroom. Our country rules that you call are for special education kids, where parents could have workshops, and for the teachers could have meetings. Instead of closing them, make smaller classrooms. Why? Because it's proven fact that the smaller classroom, the better learning for the kids. There is money. Surplus money has millions. Where's my tax money? Where's our tax money? Art, music, social workers, let's say maybe physical items like a roof, air conditioning. You have air conditioning in your building for schools that don't have air conditioning. I would like to teach you to respect our teachers. Let them teach. Let them do what they love to do. Instead, you're putting more kids in those classrooms. Support the schools. Don't raise the schools. This is our community. And it's our community that we are here. You may not wait for us. Don't underestimate the Hispanics.
I have two representatives from Tepozcali. This is our last school for tonight. La última escuela por la noche.
Mi nombre es María Baena. My children go to Tepozcali School. I am a proud CPS student from Pilsen, Orozco, and Benito Juárez. My children go to Tepozcali School, Fine Arts School. I just don't understand how we have so many parents still in the hallway, people that can't go to the bathroom, how it's a fire hazard to us stand by the door, but you guys have people, the doors with bicycles blocking the doors, but that's not a fire hazard. Okay? And you guys are running all these schools, trying to close them, we're trying to make them efficient. Well, you just prove to the whole community how efficient you do your job when it comes to schooling. Okay. 1 minute, guys. Let's take some time. Let me just tell you what went on upstairs. Nobody could hear any of you guys. Television didn't hear hallway. He were there for a little bit. Nobody else was there. Okay? But we were told that everybody was going to be hurt. They get behind 10-year-old children. Wait, parents don't go anywhere. The little kid wants to talk to you. Disrespected that child. He got in a student assigned to talk to you guys. Everybody here. Why the school shouldn't close down? You're here in front of the cameras trying to contain what's in here. Instead of really focusing on those kids, on all of these parents, and all the community. Every single one of us who are new to come all of a sudden and try to close our schools down. We have to make them better, not close them down. Where's Ron Emanuel? He wants charter schools. Where is he now? He's pushing charter schools. He should be here telling us from his heart to our faces why we want those charter schools. Why is that so much better than CPS? Why? We have no money. Fill their pockets with money. It's rich crap. Seriously. Our children deserve an education. Education should be equal for all the children. Right now, I will not have money to pay for all of their uniforms, okay? To pay for their tuition to get into the charter school. Because I don't make enough to make my rent, feed my children, okay? And still send them to school. What? We're not going to have them get baby on the street? Because I got to go to work. Or is public aid going to be supporting me the rest of my life? Better human beings that are responsible for their own. This is exactly what's wrong. You make people dependent on everybody else instead of trying to help everybody. Here, let me help you so your kids can be better off than you are. So you don't have to depend on the system. You guys have all your kids in private schools, I'm assuming, right? Raise your hand and tell me which one's on the CPS. You usually young enough to practice my age. All right. But guess what? I'm trying to raise future leaders, and that's what we're trying to do. One day, guess what? They'll take your spot too.
My school may not have thousands and thousands of kids, or at least 700 like the rest of the schools. My school has only about 300 kids. I am class of 2013. I am the future. We are the future. You're just gonna shut us down? You're just gonna like kill our dreams right there. My destiny! Woo! Okay, my school is different from the others. My school puts science and art together. We do different stuff. My school inspires me in different ways, but I'm pretty sure that not all the schools do. Like, my school inspired me to make these shoes. My school is an art school. My school is colorful, bright murals. It's not just a plain color. It's not just a number. It's my school, and I love it.
Thank you very much. The meeting is over, and I would like to thank everybody for being here. You have the door, this exit, and also that exit on the other side. Thank you very much. Muy buenas noches.